It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll be watching the Falcons' towering tight end. It was a nice line for him a week ago, reaching the century mark and scoring a touchdown. It's the Falcons and the Panthers on Thursday night.
A bit of a chill in the air, and temps supposed to drop about 10 more degrees, but otherwise a great night for football here in uptown Charlotte at Bank of America Stadium. Tonight it's on to Week 10 already, and we've got a good one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. Brandon Gaudin with my good friend Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at the Panthers in this matchup. Their offense is a unit that's not afraid to take chances out there, but not always for the better. What do you see them trying to do here?
I think they'll continue to take those chances, Brandon, but to me, they have to do it in a measured way. And what I mean by that, they can't just come into a game and throw caution to the wind and just say we're going to run a bunch of gadget plays, a lot of reverses, end arounds, all of those things. They've got to identify the spots where they want those plays to pay off, which means you have to set them up, and then when they present themselves, take full advantage.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Carolina's offense ready for its first possession, and at the helm, their new QB brought in via trade this offseason. His fifth year now in the NFL, former #1 pick, Baker Mayfield.
And he's a guy who plays with a lot of emotion. He's learned how to channel it really positively, because when he throws the football downfield and makes a big play, he'll be the first guy downfield to celebrate with you. But also, when his team needs that confidence, when they need that jolt, they turn to him, and he's ready to provide it.
Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. Oh, felt like that move deserved more than he got there. A gain of 2. The numbers for him from a week ago: 9 carries, 52 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know, he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
From the 27, Mayfield. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Mayfield to Moore for the Carolina first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They run over center with Peterson, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And taken right on the 30. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And it will be Falcon football. Well, the Falcons now get to stretch their wings on offense here. And at quarterback for them is a former 2nd overall pick, who spent 4 seasons as a starter in Tennessee, Marcus Mariota.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 14 carries, 66 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, obviously he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
Deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. To throw Mariota. And complete to Drake London. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. First down, Mariota. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Mariota. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Mariota to throw it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
On 4th down, Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons. Back deep here, Andre Roberts. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win. But we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together. They've got a chance of coming out with a W.
Dancing to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Mariota. Kadarrell Hodge has it complete. On the move past the 40. Still on his feet. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Panthers.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out ahead away from your butt.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Well, The question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Throwing, Mariota. And it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Second down and goal. Mariota. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And now some motion now. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Third and goal, Mariota. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out. The Panthers about ready to take over. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. That caught by Trimble. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it second down. Well, the Falcons and Panthers, of course, division rivals, but it wasn't a great year for either offense last year, that's for sure. Look at the final numbers. The Falcons, they were 29th in the league in total yardage. The Panthers were 30th. Certainly both looking for an uptick here in 2022. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing, Mayfield. This is Shenault on the receiving end. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 17-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Peterson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, Peterson. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Mayfield to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. To throw, Mayfield. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1.
Stop short of the goal line. A 6-yard gain brings up 3rd and goal.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Peterson is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run by Adrian Peterson.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
On 2nd and very short, Mariota rolling to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Like the footwork back there, and I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Trying to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, that was a tough one.
It winds up getting buried for the loss. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. From the gun, Mariota. And that is incomplete. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. To return is Roberts. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shot football.
They run again on first down. Peterson, as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
The Panthers at 4-5, a game under 500. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing streak.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Falcons grab it. And now the rookie's free. The 20, 10, 5, and this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that in a great play for that defensive unit.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that challenge is a successful one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Mayfield.
And that one complete once again to Higgins. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
On 2nd and inches, Mayfield.
There's Trimble, the tight end. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Connecting on the out route here with Higgins. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. 2nd and 5.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Mayfield looks to throw. Forced out to his left. Now Mayfield lost the football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
And CD, that's the 2nd time this half they put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
Mayfield on play action. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Ian Thomas, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
Beginning on the ground with Patterson.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Here's Patterson again.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt to the 43, 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Mariota now from the 50.
Swings this out for Hunt.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
A give right side now to Hunt. Oh, nice move. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Mariota now.
Throw left side. There's London.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 21. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Mariota. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown.
A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Falcons are an extra point away from drawing level.
Oh, such great concentration there, going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds.
There's so many things that go into that catch, and you just mentioned the concentration, being able to catch the football, get your feet down in bounds, hang on to it all the way through the process of the catch. That was a phenomenal play.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. Drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it was finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
That's the game of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Delay of game.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still 3rd down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Higgins. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And out across midfield down to the 45. First down now, but the clock continues to move. They run right side with Hunt. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And that's incomplete.
These two teams, they met in Atlanta earlier in the year with the Falcons winning that game. So a win here in Charlotte would give them the season sweep.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mariota. Complete to Zacchaeus. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're looking for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And this will be caught by Edwards.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 16. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with Hunt. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd and goal, Mariota. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Mariota. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, Mariota is off, and on comes Atlanta's Younghoe Koo. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Koo knocks this one through the post, and they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. A first down throw for Mayfield. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. First down, Mayfield. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw complete there to Moore. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the NFL. Some great games coming up this weekend, beginning with the NFL's first ever game in Germany. Seattle and Tampa Bay from Allianz Arena in Munich. Oh, that'll be fun. Taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Taking on the Indianapolis Colts. And then finally, Monday Night Football. It's our first look at the Commanders on a Monday night as they travel to Philly for a good one in the NFC East. Next, a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Falcons. And their passing game has been the reason why they lead thus far. They've had great success moving the ball through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They've got the lead here as they begin this drive, trying to get that bad taste out of their mouth from the loss last week to the LA Chargers. 1st and 10 now for the Falcons, and Mariota at their own 22. Second half will start with a run by Patterson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, Mariota. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Mariota being chased, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down.
And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
Now, I wonder what was going through his mind, because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. From the shotgun, it's Mariota.
Got his man. It's London.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
I know I'm an old defender, but I've got to give credit where credit's due. That was smart play calling right there on 3rd and 4. They didn't need to do too much. Just let their guy get out there and sit down in the zone. And they hit him for the completion for the first down.
A a first down throw for Mariota. He rifles one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one...
Following the interception, Mayfield. Open man is Higgins. And they'll get this down to the 10. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
They'll run with Peterson. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. And the ball situated at the 9. Second and goal. Mayfield to throw it. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Touchdown Panthers. Adrian Peterson with career touchdown number 128. He's now tied with Marvin Harrison for number 9 on the all-time list. And the Panthers have retaken a third-quarter lead. Well, he is putting in a great all-around game, Charles. He already ran one in for a score, and now they utilize him in the passing game.
And they put a lot of pressure on a defensive coordinator and a defense, don't they? Because they're used to him as a runner. But it turns out he's just as dangerous as some of those receivers, and he showed it right there. You don't pay enough attention to him defensively, he makes you pay.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. From the 6. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Atlanta now coming out on the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Second down, here's an option right. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. They'll take it past the 40 to the 41. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Mariota now to throw on first down. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. Second down. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Throwing is Mariota. And that is incomplete. Here's as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line.
From the gun, Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's Moore. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. From just shy of midfield, Mayfield. There's Trimble, the tight end. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 37. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now whistles, flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Peterson. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield connecting on the out route here with Higgins. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. Mayfield's throw pulled in by Marshall. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Back to the ground, Peterson. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Working out of the gun, Mayfield.
At the Falcons' 7-yard line.
And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team is playing, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Well, the Falcons back out, getting set for this next drive. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. First down, Mariota. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. From the gun, Mariota. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Edwards. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down. To throw is Mariota. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. They'll throw again. Mariota. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. The Falcons on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 7. That's into the hands of Edwards. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 38-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Hunt will try going up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Mariota. This one left side caught by Patterson. And they'll work this down inside the 30. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll run with Hunt. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Mariota. A little juke. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. A carry here for Hunt. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. 62 yards on the ground for him so far. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. So they need 2 yards here on third down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive. They run with Hunt.
3rd and inches, and you just got to get in there, push the pile, ask your guys up front, get that little bit of extra leverage. So all you need is a sliver, right, just to make sure you get there.
And they were happy defensively. We picked up something to our headset from the field mic that thankfully didn't go out to the folks at home. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Hunt. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kareem Hunt with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Over the middle, he's got Chenault. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 yards there for number 15.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Mayfield now. That caught by Trimble. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Moore. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 32-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Here's Mayfield. A short throw hauled in by Trimble. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 2nd down and 3. Accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still 2nd down.
They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. Mayfield looks to throw. Finds Roberts left side. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run with Peterson. He's been busy tonight. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Again, Peterson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Mayfield. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down when his way worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Down to one knee goes Mayfield, and that's all she wrote.
Just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done. A narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcome was in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting. But in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So for Carolina, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears.
You see, it's two type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Photo, Porsche, photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo, Porsche, photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Top floor, top dog, like I just signed a TDE. Gang, 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 know we all gotta eat. Up late, bills due, rent due, I ain't been asleep. Looking in the mirror, all I see is everything that I wanted to be. My city depended on me, that's on G.O.D. Grew up watching my mom become